Okay, so you are still masturbating?
Occasionally, not too much.
Listen to this. So the first video I did about masturbating has gotten to about 3.5 million views.
Sneaking in the humble brag. I feel you. Take your own flyers.
Now this is part 2 of masturbating. So listen to me very carefully.
Alright, context. I made a video before about this guy where he mentioned that masturbation is the reason why we have lgbtq children. You can watch that video to come up over here. But in summary, according to him, whenever you come home, you create spirits that go into some kind of spiritual storage room or whatever, and then they are waiting for a body to fit into. So whenever you give birth, those spirits enter the body and then they start doing themselves like they are LGTV.
Touching yourself in your room, what is happening is that you are creating other spirits who are going to be waiting for a formation of a body to enter into it.
I had so many questions about the whole thing in the previous video, but he made a part 2 to explain further.
These principalities who understand these things, they have made everything cheap. Haven't you realized that to get pornography to watch is very cheap? Yeah? The least bundle you have, you can watch pornography and then ejaculate and you are happy, and you are masturbating and you are happy.
Well, happiness is not really the emotion that you get after doing that. If you do it, you know happiness is not exactly what you feel after doing that. It's usually the opposite. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Blue film is way more accessible now. It has always existed, but as soon as there was an industry attached to it, then now it is what it is.
I am going to be a little, I'll try to filter what I have to say. But if you are very smart, you understand what I'm saying. Now,
is it penis you want to say? Say it, brother man. We are not in class 5 over here. Even class 5, we're letting it, they said it.
Your penis.
Penis.
It was created to enter into a portal of a woman. So that place where your penis enter is a portal in the realm of the spirit.
Hey! One of John Mayer's first hit songs is a song called Your Body is a Wonderland. I'm sure he got a revelation in a different style. So the punani is a portal.
Now this portal is able to squash unwanted spirits and to release spirits that it wants. What do I mean by that? When you ejaculate into a woman, what you do not know is that that portal that you are putting your penis in, it is a world on its own.
It is a world on its own. I said, this guy is a prophet too. It's a wonderland. It's not just a world, it's a wonderland. That one is true.
Hear me. When you ejaculate into it, what you do not know is that it is spirits that you are releasing. Now, when you release these spirits, now these spirits are billions, millions of spirits.
I'm just imagining this guy's like dirty talk with a girl. What does he say? This thing he's saying?
Baby, come over tonight and let me release some spirits into your portal. I want to release some entities into your portal, into your world. Take it now.
So when you come into a woman, what happens is that the egg of the woman, which is also another portal that receives a spirit to form a body, that egg of the woman receives only one spirit. The remaining spirits that you have released, because when you release, what happens in the realm of the spirit is that you are releasing a lot of spirits into the world. Now when you put it into that portal, the egg, which is another portal, in that portal receives one spirit, and the remaining, some way somehow, I don't know how God did that, but
the some way somehow, I don't know how God did it, is the part that is going to make this whole thing make sense. It's the variable in the equation that will make the whole thing make sense, but we don't know what the variable represents. We don't know how it's there, but it's there and it makes the whole thing make sense.
The remaining spirit is able to be squashed by that same portal. Now the problem here is that,
but this is crazy. It means that a woman's punani is able to kill demonic spirits. That's wild. Maybe that's why the devil went to the woman in the Garden of Eden and not the man. Are you getting the revelation? Are you getting it? Because the devil knows that the woman is the only one that can squash and kill his offspring with her portal, which means the whole fighting in heaven and bringing down angels was unnecessary. All he had to do was come and get the man to push, and that's all. And to do all this job for nothing. The devil is doing everything possible for you to ejaculate and pour it on the ground. Have you realized that the Bible said that at a time there was this young man that the brother died, but then before the brother died, he was married to a woman, and then as at that time, if your brother is married to a woman and he dies, you are supposed to take over the woman. Now, whenever the guy is having sex with the brother's wife, with the late brother, he will pour the sperms on the ground, and God killed him. You think God killed him because he was pouring the sperms, or he doesn't want to give birth? Alright, Genesis 38 verse 8 to 10. Then Judah said to Onan, sleep with your brother's wife, which is a very wild sentence to be in the Bible, but I did it right, is there. Sleep with your brother's wife and fulfill your duty to her as a brother-in-law to raise up offspring for your brother. I think in Ghana culture we still have that, but the person doesn't actually sleep with the wife. He just like become the husband, but it's like a ceremonial thing. Now here's the most important part. But Onan knew that the child would not be his. So whenever he slept with his brother's wife, wow, sentence to be in the Bible, he spilled his semen on the ground to keep from providing offspring from his daughter. Now, those of you who do law, the lawyers over here, intent is important. Verse 10, what he did was wicked in the Lord's sight, so the Lord put him to death also. The Lord wasn't playing back in those days. Now, this passage is usually quoted by Christians as a way to say that masturbation is a sin, and it's like, you know, God killed this guy. But first of all, in the verse, he wasn't masturbating, he did pull out. Coitus interruptus is a completely different thing. But it's clear over here in verse 9, it reveals his intent. He didn't want to have an offspring. And then in verse 10, he says what he did was wicked in the Lord's sight. What was wicked? Not the pouring of this thing on the ground. Many people were pouring things on the this thing on the ground for years before this guy, I'm sure. But it was because he didn't want his brother's wife to have an offspring. Trust me, I spent a long time as a teenager, as a young church teenager, reading forums, Christian forums, people debating about this. And so, like, I've seen this topic tackled, I've seen this verse tackled from all possible angles, and it is not a verse against masturbation. It just isn't. Doesn't mean you should go and do it. Don't do it. Don't do doing that. But yeah, it's not it.
What you do not know is that the very moment you release your sperm outside the portal where it is supposed to go to, what happens is that you release a lot of spirits into the world.
So the question now is, where does birth control fit into all of this? Like wearing rubber? Because we know for sure that those of you who are married, I know that you're not pouring you're not always pouring to the woman in this economy because you can't afford it. I don't even care how rich you are. You're not always doing that. And if you're a woman watching this and you're pregnant right now or you just give birth, you know you don't want to do this thing again. Okay, you don't want to go through all these pains and standing up and doing it. You forget after like 1 or 2 years and you probably do it again. But if you're inside right now, you know you don't want to do this again. So whereas the vasectomy and all these things come into play, what happens then? Because he said in this video that everything that happens physically, there's a spiritual component. So the birth control, there must be some kind of spiritual thing to it. I think I have an idea of how it will tie together, but let's see let's continue first.
Now, because the spirits do not go through the portal, when it is released into the world, they become demons. Yes, they become demons.
Wow, Puran is good though. Hey, let's go. Women are amazing, bro. Women are amazing. Like, when they say fear women, it should be positive, not negative. So when it goes inside the punani, good spirits. What if you are cheating? Or what if the girl is a bad girl? What if the girl is a witch? What if the girl is evil? Maybe there are provisions for that he didn't mention in this video, so maybe he'll do a part 3, I don't know. But when it's outside in the world, then there are evil spirits. What about when they're just inside, sitting inside the balls? What are they then? I guess they are in both states. Schrodinger's semen, they are good and bad at the same time until you can observe where they are going.
When you ejaculate on the floor, when you do and
nobody puts it on the floor. On the floor is wild. They usually go into tissue paper or a Nutella jar, groundnut paste, those kind of things. The white boys use socks.
Tired. Have you realized that when you finish, you are very tired, you want to sleep?
Yeah, because your body releases hormones that make you feel tired because you have to relax or else you keep going. In men, your body actually releases prolactin. Prolactin is the hormone that helps women produce milk. And that hormone decreases your sex drive right after you have come in or out of the portal. Also, you feel tired when you put it inside the portal. So how does this work? You feel tired anyway. Your body releases the same hormones whether or not you're putting it inside the portal or releasing the demons in the world. So how does it work? He has to do a part 3 now.
What you do not know is that their spirits were released because God made you so. You are the only one that has the ability to create other spirits. He said that when he created them, he said that multiply, replenish the earth. God is a spirit. He was talking to Adam as a spirit and he was telling Adam to multiply. He didn't say, I will multiply you. He said, you multiply.
So he mentioned this in the other video. Watch the other video to see my explanation on that and why that doesn't make sense.
Haven't you heard this saying that they say that spirits, demons are more than human beings on earth? It is true. And they are becoming more and more and more because your children are masturbating. Everybody is masturbating. You yourself, you are masturbating. Your husband is masturbating.
All of you are masturbating. Your church leader, you two guys masturbating. The president is masturbating. President of South Africa is masturbating. All of you, the footballers, Cristiano Ronaldo, Messi, all of them, they are all masturbating. Oh my God.
Everybody is masturbating. So you are releasing demons. Hear me. Whether you like it or not, you need to seek for truth. It is only when you come to truth then you will be made free.
So here's the question. Over here he's saying when you put it inside the portal, it squashes all the other spirits, it kills all of them, and then it holds that particular one. The egg is also a portal, and it creates the spirits. That suggests that the one that is held by the egg is a good spirit. So where does the other spirits come from to enter the body?
Touching yourself in your room, what is happening is that you are creating other spirits who are going to be waiting for a formation of a body to enter into it.
When you put the liquid in the punani, the portal squashes all those other spirits and keeps that one spirit, meaning that that spirit is good. Because when it's outside, it's demons. When it's inside, it's proper. So how then does the spirits come and enter a body which was formed by the receiving of a good spirit into the portal? This thing is not making sense to me still. You have to do a part 3 because it's still not making sense to me.
If you are hearing me and you are masturbating, this is your first and last time. I'm giving you a warning.
Sure, it's the first and last time. It's not the first time. Last time? Master, forget yourself. First and last time. Who are you?
But now you are aware that you are creating demons more to suppress the children of God.
I think the Lord will have to create more angels to accommodate for the fighting of the demons, because the production is not stopping anytime soon. I can tell you that for sure. And I'm not even talking about the Naira Marleyism. Okay, I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the birth control, the rubber, the vasectomies, all of those things. I'm talking about the swallowing, because the mouth is not a portal. As far as we know, the mouth is not a portal. Well, it is a portal, but it comes out in a different place. I'm talking about the facials, the skincare routine. Some of you know what I'm saying. Some of you have good skin because of some of these things. I'm talking about those kind of things, and I'm not even talking about it in like with all you bad children. Let's look at the marriage couples who are pouring out every single day. Those are about to create things, right? They're about to create demons, right?
So your own demon is fighting against your money. Your own demon is fighting against your relationship, and you don't understand. You go to the washroom, you put your hand there, and then you think you are happy about that.
These sound effects are more for girls, by the way. The that's for girls. Boys, we don't really have. There's not much of a sound like that. But the girls are the ones who have the girls have a lot of sounds. The girls produce a lot of. I'm guessing because their own is a portal. By the way, he still hasn't mentioned the girls' own. He's only talking about men. How about the portals? Whenever they do it, what happens? Because theirs must be dangerous. Okay, if the portal themselves, bro, the people who can squash their spirits, if they are doing the crazy, they must be creating the devil himself. Like the devil himself must have siblings now because of all you girls who are doing. I still will ask you to like and subscribe and notification bell. I will ask you to like below about the video, about the whole thing. Let me think about the yeah. I still don't think anything happens in the sky when you do. I don't think anything happens. I don't think any of it is real. But if you believe it, I guess it will be real for you. So if you believe it, more power to you guys. I don't. So no power to me in this case. Now I'm thinking the solution to all of this for married couples who don't want to release demons would be for him to pray for you. You know, he has to bless it so that when you do birth control, it will not create demons. I'm sure. He does plug his 31st night at the end. This video came before the end of last year.
31st December. You don't want to miss our crossover service. Who crosses you over is very important. The reason why your life became some way in this year is because the wrong person crossed you over. Or probably you didn't even cross over, because there is what we call the spirit of every year, and also what we call the morning of the year, the evening of the year. The Bible said, God came to Job and asked him, have you commanded your morning? So there is something to command.
So yeah, I'm guessing he is the right one to command your year for you and bring you into the new year. Anyway, as long as Prophet Bushiri is not the one seeing into the next year, I think we are safe. Because the last time he did Shantam and he saw 2020, he saw what happened. So yeah, you can watch that video. I think to come on your screen right now. Watch my video on Bushiri. I really love these kind of theories. I love seeing them. I love seeing the gymnastics. But I still don't love them as much as I love you guys. And I'll see you guys soon in another video. Sing the song.
I will never ever ask you to like and subscribe, but you go fish share my video if you know you're feeling my vibe. People are gonna never ever ask you to like and subscribe.